What's up, Cave Dwellers? I'm Gabe.
And I'm Lex.
And we're back again. It's been a bit. I think we actually did miss a week.
Yeah, we did. Despite our best efforts, we're not perfect.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We're at cons. So, we've got some sponsors to talk about.
We do.
Real quick. Yeah.
We do. GabesCave.com.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
yeah,
right.
They're great.
They are.
Go there.
Go there.
You can
buy
get
stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
I personally will be packing some of it.
You're right. You will. Also, on top of that, at Gabe's Cave, if you don't have a weekly comic store, we put out our weekly comics on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for sure, but I think you might be able to put a digital pull list on there and have it shipped to you. I'm not certain on that, but I think that you can.
I think you can do that. We
haven't had a lot of people do that, but I think you can. And we have a plethora of exclusives on there that you should go check out. Like Hyde Street's our newest one. It's a wonderful book. It's very interesting. I'm really tempted to buy more of it. Not to mention, we get a lot of Peter Smith variants that are exclusives. I think our newest one that we got in store, I don't know if it's hit digitally, is Frankenstein.
Did he give us a Frankenstein?
I think so. I don't know where they're at. We gotta find this.
I haven't seen that book.
I know, right?
I haven't seen that. I'm very interested in this now.
Anyways, on top of that, Comic Shield. If you are in the business of packing, shipping, comics, cards, graded comics, graded cards, make sure to use them. They are wonderful. Buy in bulk. It's cheaper than pretty much anywhere else that I've seen.
They're easy to put together.
They are. Because, it's not like, leading brands where you fold it like this and then you fold it down and then you fold it over and then you're like, okay, this is like origami. It's a rectangle with rectangles off the sides of it. And those rectangles go whoop, and then they go whoop, and then flip, fold it in half, and it's closed. It's a box. And then you just tape the bottom, maybe tape the sides after you put your comics in there, and it can fit a chunk of comics in there.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. They fit more than you think you can fit in there.
We should do a video where we just see how many books we can shove into a box.
You're a genius. Anyways, Comic Shield. ComicShield.com. Go check them out, especially if you're in that business. As far as announcements go, on cons, we have HorrorCon in Tulsa in December. And then we're going to be doing COAs at a con in Memphis. And that's also a HorrorCon, not run by the same person. And if you're still looking for sketch cards, make sure to sign up on Facebook or Instagram. We have been a little bit behind on that, but
we're getting to it.
Yeah, we're getting to it. We just got a hold of the rest of the stuff to be able to keep going with it. So
I think that's all the announcements.
Yeah, that is. So I don't have anything else.
Moving on to what we're talking about today.
Yeah,
Magic.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering, to be specific. That is, if y'all don't know, one of my biggest hobbies and his
only hobby.
You like movies.
Yeah, I like movies.
Yeah, you like movies, buddy. It's okay. Yeah. It's his only hobby that he dumps money into. Which you haven't even done that in a while, so it's okay.
Yeah, but I am.
You am.
With this next set that we are about to talk about.
That's
Foundations.
Right.
There we go.
You
Segue.
am. Yeah.
Segue.
Right.
I'm really good at this.
Anyways, there's a new Magic set coming out at the end of the year. It actually, or say end of the year. It comes out.
It comes out like what?
Next week.
Next week?
Next week.
I thought it was 2 weeks. Okay.
I think it's next week. I think we only had one break week after Duskborn stuff ended.
All right.
I might be wrong though.
Sounds
I think it's
good.
next week. Foundations is a set that is purely standard based. However, with the recent leaks, a lot of the cards in it, and it is legal in, I think, all Eternal formats, if not most. And it is, the set itself is standard legal for 5 years. And this is Wizards of the Coast's attempt to bring back standard. Standard before COVID made them pretty much all of their money.
Right.
And it was ridiculous amounts because if you played the game, if you don't know what standard is a rotating format, which means like a rotating schedule of how you work.
Mm-hmm.
You have a list of sets that are legal. You have to buy into the newest set as soon as it comes out without knowing what's in it. You buy either 2 to a case of boxes. You buy those boxes, you break them open, you grab all the good stuff that goes with your standard meta. whenever a new set comes out, the next set, or the oldest set in rotation phases out, and that is no longer legal. You cannot use that, and anything before that can't be used. And it was a rotation of I think it was 3 sets for a long time, and then they
I thought it was 4.
I think it was 3, and then they extended it more, and then now they're extending this one to 5 years.
Yeah.
And so either way, basically what it would do is you have a rotating format, and it keeps everything fresh, so everybody played it. And what you'd end up doing is, once you couldn't use those cards anymore, you'd go sell them online or find a store to sell them to, or sell them to a collector that you knew. And the collector would buy them all off of you, organize them, figure out what they want. And some collectors would collect one of every card in a set. Some collectors would collect only certain cards in a set. Whatever they need it for, they would collect whatever they need. And then they would also sell off the rest to either another collector, a store, whatever. So you've got this format that creates the perfect cycle in Magic, because not only is it a cycling format, but it also keeps your collectors and players working together. When COVID happened, it kind of shut it down, and they created a Magic the Gathering Arena, which was digital standard.
Yeah.
That killed standard, because it no longer cost boxes to buy it. You didn't have to keep up with product. You didn't have to resell stuff. And then they also put some of the Eternal formats on there, which are the other ways to play Magic that don't have a rotating format. So that being said, now Wizards is trying to bring back standard with this set, making a set that is easy for anybody to get into, new or old. Anybody that's new to the game or old, and that is Foundations. And Foundations, like I said earlier, is legal for 5 years. Does not matter what comes out before or after it. It is going to be legal for 5 years. It's a lot like a core set, if you know Magic, which is just a set of random cards that's standard legal, but it would go in and out of rotation. Mm-hmm. With that being said, Foundations also offers a large support for Commander. I don't think there are Commander decks. Like, I'm almost certain there's not.
I'm pretty sure there's not.
However, you've got there are pre-release kits,
mm-hmm.
which I guess doesn't directly support Commander, but
right. But they're fun to do anyway.
Yeah. You got pre-release kits, so we're getting a pre-release event. You've got stuff that goes with you're getting bundles, we're getting boxes, and collector boosters. Mm-hmm. So play boosters, collector boosters, everything that's available with a normal set. Usually you don't see any of this in any kind of master set or anything like that. So to have a set that's outside of the regular kind of Magic set where it gives you a story with it, this is outside of story in its own little place, like where masters and core sets would be considered. However, this is getting all the support of a regular set, and I don't think it has a story at all. Like, I'm sure some of the characters have some stories, but not.
I don't think there's not limited. An overarching story that we can see right now.
On top of that, they've printed a lot of new legendaries that seem like they would not be good in anywhere but Commander. Stuff that offers the ability for tribals, such as the new Sapperling guy. I cannot remember his name for the life of me.
Neither can I, but he looks really fun to play.
He looks really fun and really goofy.
Yeah.
And then you've got some stuff like, I'm sure Niv Mizzet could be used in a lot of places, but his high CMC, or his high mana cost,
right?
It costs a lot to be able to play him at all. Makes it hard to play him in 60 card formats.
Right.
And then you go into, like, we're getting some other legendaries in this set, and they're reprinting a bunch of planeswalkers. And there are ways to play those cards in standard. Some of them are easy, some of them are not. It just depends on the color combinations. And some of them you'll see a lot of in standard, and some of them you'll see very little of. Whereas Commander is meant to be played for fun, Standard is meant to be played to win.
Right.
Standard is more tournament based. It's more competitive based. Now, some people play Commander at high power or competitively. Wizards does not support competitive Commander because that is not what it is for. But that being said, since we're going to start supporting a standard-based set and our store mostly focuses on Commander, we've tried to push other formats, including Standard, and it has always been distasteful for the players.
We're hoping this is all about to change.
We are hoping that this will actually allow us to do another format, and we will start pushing Standard. And that being said, we are now a regional championship store. They've emailed us a few times and we accepted, and now through, I think it's maybe through Star City Games, but we are a regional championship store. We'll get exclusive Secret Lair promos, so nothing that you can order on the website, to give away for these events, to like top 8, some of them are for the 16, some of them are 32, just depends. Regional championship winners or regional championship qualifiers are pretty much, I think, anybody that can go in from the region. Anybody who wins in the region, in the regional championship, gets sent to national, I believe.
That seems like that would be the next step, I think.
I believe they go to national. And essentially this opens it up for us to push... to just push competitive and tournaments within Standard and push Standard. It brings in people to the store from out of town that are qualifiers in our region to play here. And seeing as we're intending to push Foundations a little bit, we will be pushing other Standard events. Such as, like, we recently have not done any championships. We don't do Standard showdowns. We don't do, what's the other one?
I don't know what they're called. We don't do them.
That's fair. Yeah, I make the events. But we don't do any of those because we didn't have players for it. And even if I ran them, nobody would show up.
We tried to do them before.
We did try.
People wouldn't sign up or wouldn't show up.
People would show up and say, I'm not playing that. I'm playing Commander. And it's like, oh, okay.
Okay. I guess that understood, I guess.
Yeah. Great. Cool. So we didn't push it at all. But with this set coming out, it's either going to have players buy into it, and they're probably either going to do one of two things. We're assuming that they will go all in on Standard, or they'll keep with their Commander stuff. They'll buy very little of the set, trying to get a couple of the legendaries, and then just buy singles. Right. And whatever they want to do, more power to them. Yep. But
choice is yours.
We are going to support Standard, and we're going to start supporting championship stuff. So, and I think we do have a few people who are interested in the championship stuff.
Yes, we do. We have at least 2 that I've talked to.
Yeah. So, and either way, it's not hard to get a single deck on the side. Just build a single deck.
That's what I'm planning on doing.
And on top of that, yeah, since Foundations is legal for 5 years, literally just grab some of the newest set if you're going to grab it, or just buy singles of it, and then you've got the newest set and Foundations, and you keep your Foundation stuff to the side so that you can always find it in case it ever becomes better to use than anything else. But yeah. What are your thoughts on Foundations?
I think it's going to be a very fun set. I haven't bought into sets recently, and I am going to buy into this one, partly because we are now the special store, and I feel like I need to get a Standard deck because of that. But I think a lot of the cards in it look really fun and really goofy, so I'm very excited for this set. I do think I'm going to actually purchase some.
Yeah.
Roll every clip of me saying that.
For anybody else's information, every set that's come out nearly,
I plan on buying a box of every set that has come up,
and then
it
gets to the day that it comes out, and he just goes, "I'm not feeling it.
I am feeling Foundations though, as of right now.
It's after leaks normally, and he wasn't interested in this until he saw the leaks. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that changes. I hope you're actually interested in one.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in it. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to build some standard decks because I love building decks, and I just completed the full 32.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
I got it done. I have 32 commander decks, one of every color combination, which is definitely a feat.
No, it's called a problem.
You know it's not. Shut up. Shush. I swear it's not a problem. Anyways, no, but no, I think this is a good thing. I think Foundations itself is a good thing. I think us getting signed up for regional championships and pushing championship and standard events will be a good thing. I think we'll get more players out. I know a lot of people enjoy Commander more because they don't enjoy the competitive setting, but if you're already buying into a set and you buy into Foundations, you can slap something together to just play. And if nobody shows up and you're the only one, you'll get the win.
Congratulations, you are a winner.
Yeah. And if you
doesn't matter how you win, just matters that you win.
If you're competing against maybe 2 or 3 other people, I don't see why not try. Because if they get mana screwed or something happens, if they aggressively mull and get to the point where they don't get anything, you know, it's just build something that's easy to win with. But yeah, that's pretty much our thoughts on everything that's coming up. I'm excited to be a championship store, and I'm excited to do a lot of stuff with this. So, but yeah.
Any last thoughts?
The new Div Visit is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a reverse effect from the others, which means he combos with himself, which is such a Niv Mizzet thing to do.
It's so funny. I can't wait to play that.
I'm not.
I'm going to do it just as a joke.
I know. But yeah, anyways.
That's that.
Bye.
See ya.